Hello everybody, Zachman18 here. Welcome to the second episode of the Friday Show. It's Friday the 13th, 2015. How's everybody doing today on this foggy Friday for us in Oregon? But now finally I've got joining us is our co-host. Since he wasn't here with us last week, but he's here with us this week. It's Bean the Machine.
Hey!
And right away, Ben, I'm actually hearing some echo on your side. I'm not...
It's because I can't hear you if I have it low.
I can turn up my audio.
No, it's fine.
How about now?
I don't know.
Great audio problems. Sorry if the audio for us is a little too loud. We're trying to hear each other and it's kind of hard. Anyways, whatever. Welcome to the Friday Show, everybody. We have a great show for you this week, especially since we've got Ben this weekend. So it's going to be our first ever full-length episode.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be our first hour and a half. So glad to have you with us, Ben, this week. We've got, like I said, a lot of great topics to discuss. So let's go ahead and get right into the reception of the first episode. You guys seem to enjoy it a lot. I got a couple messages on YouTube saying that they really enjoyed the show. So I want to thank you guys so much for supporting the show, and some of our buddies at school who are, I think one of them is watching right now, is supporting our podcast as well. So thank you to those of you who are as well. And other than that, let's get started with the show itself. We're going to head it over to Ben, actually, to start off the show. Hopefully you guys can see his profile logo, because we've been having some errors with that. But the reason why Ben wasn't able to join us last week, and I did mention this on the first show last week, was because he had a very busy week last week, huh, Ben?
Yeah.
So take it away.
So I've been very busy because I've been moving and such. We just got moved in recently. It's a very big house. It's very nice. You still need to come over here and see it.
Yep. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
So you got everything settled in pretty much? I mean, you've been there for about, I think, a week now, huh?
Yeah, we're still unpacking a bit, but yeah, we're basically moved in.
Awesome. So maybe we'll maybe do something over there sometime in the future. So, anyways, sorry, I was checking text messages. I cannot be doing that during this show. Anyways, so that's pretty much it. So Ben moved. He's in a much better place than he was last time, I guess.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know your room is like the smallest one in the house, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like honestly the size of a prison cell. Like with all of the stuff over here, if it was empty, it wouldn't be. But with my desk, my bed, and these shelves right here, it feels like a prison cell.
Yeah.
But
and that's another. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a lot of echo. Try turning down your audio maybe just a little bit.
Hold on. Can you talk real quick?
Talking.
Okay.
I can speak up a little bit more if you want me to.
No, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I can hear the echo a lot less now. That just brought, and speaking of that actually just brought me another topic that we'll talk about today really quickly. Speaking of a prison, you can probably guess what that is by now. But anyways, so Ben's moving. That's Ben has moved.
Yes, I have.
You have moved. Yeah, you're still in the process of moving. Ben?
Yeah?
What have I told you? The process takes 2 months.
Oh. Okay. Next episode.
Next episode, we're all dead. And by that time, Ben's already moved.
Yep.
Anyways, we're going to stop talking about that right now because I'm being stupid. All right. Going to kill the awkwardness with our next segment. We're still going to be kind of just saying a little bit because we're still kind of getting used to this whole podcast thing. But we'll go ahead and do this new segment. I don't know if you watched any of the show last week, Ben, but we have our little segment that we have on the show this week, and you can kind of join in with us here. This is called This Week on Steam, or Steam This Week, if you would prefer. So basically, we just take a look at the games that released this week, and right away, I'm seeing Lucius 2.
What?
What? Wow.
That was released, or is it being released?
Just came out today, Lucius 2.
Wow.
Lucius is taken to the psychiatric ward of St. Benedict Hospital by unsuspecting caretakers. The Book of Revelation predicts the birth of a child that would end up ruling the world with an iron rod. The first part of this prophecy has been filled. It is time to take care of the rest. I was not expecting this.
Wow.
I didn't even know they were working on a second one. Did you?
No.
I
guess they were kind of secretive about it.
Yeah, I guess so. Lucius 2: The Prophecy is apparently what the official title is. There's a lot of achievements for it. So, okay, that's interesting. I'm wondering.
Lucius.
Yeah, Lucius 2. I'm interested to seeing how good that's turning out. Let me actually go to the reviews there. If you guys haven't heard of Lucius before, it's a well, I haven't played it yet, but I know it's a pretty popular game, or at least it was when it came out. People are saying it's like a vast. What's that, Ben?
I said it's based off The Omen.
Oh, it's based. Yeah. Okay.
Like if you play it, you'll see very big similarities between the movie and the game.
I haven't seen The Omen in a long time, so I can barely remember what happened in it. A vast improvement on the concept of the original. Now creativity is not just allowed, it's encouraged. You can plan, plot, and decide how to both use your skills and your upgrades. If you wished the original let you be more creative, this is what you would want. Assisted Suicide Simulator 2015. There's a PewDiePie Easter egg in the first level, apparently.
Really?
Oh, I would read these, but they're a little bit too suggestive for our show. Sometimes I just laugh. Sometimes I just laugh how stupid some of the reviews are on Steam.
It's because people like to be funny. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Now that we've spent like 5 minutes on Lucius 2. What's that?
Did you ever see my review on Gary's Mod? The review that I put?
Oh, I think I did a long time ago. What was it again?
It was like, got killed and trying to get into a car, trying to get into a Camaro while high on cocaine and LSD. 12 out of 10.
I guess I never heard that, because I've never heard of that. That's awesome.
You'd have to go to my profile and see my reviews.
Yeah. Alright, so next up we got a game called Plush. These are mainly games that just came out today. Apparently a lot of games came out today, including Lucius. Plush combines stuffed animal simulation with the imagination of a little girl to provide a unique puzzle experience. To successfully complete each level, the player must arrange the stuffed animals in such a way as to make them all happy before bedtime.
Well.
What? Holy crap, this looks like the happiest game in the world.
Gotta get them all happy before bedtime.
It's like this is such a dark ending as well, too. Like all the toys go missing. Made by Redhead Games, no wonder. Alright, anyways, that's Plush. I'm basically just finding stuff that it can interest you. Feel free to buzz in with anything.
I don't know.
So did the Escapist just come out of early access today?
I'm not sure.
Because apparently it says it's released today, so... Hints, tips, and more. Okay, so it is launch day, so they have officially released that. I know your bro is playing that on his channel.
Yeah.
Let There Be Life. Oh my god, what? Is an award-winning, relaxing, and creative experience that allows you to build trees and play with wildlife.
That sounds kind of cool, actually.
There's so many calming games coming out on Friday the 13th.
I think so that people can, like, take the fact that it's either Friday the 13th today or that it's Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Yeah, they're just getting ready. Let's see. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of games. And there's another thing I do want to mention, but that'll be a different segment that we'll be talking about in just a little bit here. Let's see. We've got On a Roll 3D. So it's a fast, colorful 3D platform game. You roll your way through 24 huge levels across 6 different themes and be prepared to take on spikes, mines, dynamite, conveyor belts, springs, switches, doors, bumpers, lasers, saws, fire, ice, water, electricity, trapdoors, and much, much more. So it was a long list, so I had to make it even more epic. So it's $4. Looks kind of cute, I guess. It looks like a mix of Super Monkey Ball and, I don't know, Mario. There's a lot of DLC for games that just came out. I'm seeing stuff for Far Cry 4 and The Crew, which, by the way, I heard The Crew didn't do very good in reviews, I think.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it did. Let's see. Gun World. There's a game called Gun World. Okay. Plant seeds to grow guns in a challenging retro platformer.
Okay, it's only about maybe the most amazing game.
Okay, so we've got like Game of the Year right here. I can imagine. Okay, this is made by M07 Games. I can imagine them just like, I'm assuming this is a very small group of a small developing group, and they're just probably like at their seats, just like, you know, what if we mix Plants vs Zombies with Plants vs Zombies, and and we can grow guns. It's like Plants vs Zombies backwards. I don't know. Let's see. The Art of Playing indie. So this is it's a movie, I guess. Indie video game developers push games to new frontiers in storytelling, music, animation. So it's basically just another short documentary, I guess. Apparently, it's it's only gotten one negative review, so, and no other reviews for it. Did you watch Free to Play, that documentary with the Dota people?
No.
Because that's on. I think that's still on Steam. I remember watching that, and I remember having it be not too bad. Oh yes, one of the most anticipated games of the year, Evolve, just came out a couple days ago, and so I'm going to read the description here. In a savage world of man versus nature, are you the hunter or the hunted? Where did it go? Oh, there we go. Turtle Rock Studios brings you Evolve, the next generation of multiplayer shooters where 4 hunters face off against a single-player controlled monster. So it's like, so basically, for those of you guys who didn't see our E3 coverage last year, we remember watching the trailer for this and just being like, whoa, this game looks friggin' sweet. I remember like, it was funny because E3 happens to be one of those things. I think we've been watching E3 together for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
And this was one of those instances where it's one of those games where it's just, we look at the trailer and it's a game for something we've never heard of, and it's just so much craziness just happens in it. So whether you think of it as it being Left 4 Dead instead of, I don't know, what's another monster hunting game? Monster Hunter. But in all seriousness, it has gotten great reviews. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10, even though nobody really cares about IGN's reviews.
Yeah.
Metacritic 81 out of 100. That's not too bad.
Is there anyone that cares for IGN's reviews besides IGN?
What's that?
I said, is there anybody that cares about IGN's reviews besides IGN?
Yeah. They gave 50 Shades of Grey a 5 out of 10. which is, I mean, it's understandable. But
Yeah.
Penumbra Necrolog just came out last Friday. I didn't hear about this. It requires amnesia. The Dark Descent. All right, I'm going a little bit too into last week. I'm seeing a lot of negative titles. It's kind of
disappointing.
Yeah. Let's see here. The latest DLC for Alien Isolation, which, by the way, guys, we will be playing that this year. I'm really excited to play it because I've heard a lot of great things about it. And it does run on my computer, thankfully, Ben. I remember I told you I was a little bit worried that it wasn't going to run.
Mm-hmm.
So, and speaking of that, I do want to mention all of this as well. There is a website that you guys can go to if you want to see if you can run a certain game, and it's called Can You Run It? And I'm sure Ben, I'm pretty sure you've heard of this before, Ben, right?
No.
Okay, so it's the System Requirements Lab. So basically, what you can do is they have this app that requires Java, and they basically just scan your computer and look at your hardware and see if you can run that game, and it'll tell you whether or not you meet the minimum requirements or the recommended requirements. It's a pretty BS website because a lot of the games that I looked on there just for fun said I couldn't run them, and I run them perfectly fine.
Yeah, I just use my computer knowledge and figure it out myself.
Yeah. So anyways, that's that. I think that's pretty much it for this. I'm just kind of scanning through. Off-World Trading Company. So, oh wow, Ben, this might pique your interest. It's rekindle humanity's adventurous spirit by leaving the tired Earth to find new fortunes in the untapped resources of Mars. An Off-World Trading Company, the economic real-time strategy game from the designer of Civilization 4, Soren Johnson.
Nice.
It's in early access right now. It's basically what you're trying to do is to try to be the last company standing on Mars, I guess. I'm not really sure how else to put it, but might be something you might want to check out, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Got some demos for games I've never heard of.
NBA 2K14 or 15 is having a free weekend.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Steam this week.
50 gigs.
50 gigs?
Yeah.
For a basketball game?
Yes.
I gotta see this. Hold on a second here.
50
wow.
gigabytes.
Holy crap. That's almost
I was thinking about
excessive.
playing it until I saw the space.
Yeah.
I was like, geez.
But God, it looks pretty though.
Yeah.
But geez, man. That's the thing with computer games sometimes. I mean, it's just comparing to consoles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we'll probably have another discussion on this another day, but it's almost laughable to the point of, I mean, you can try to match the same hardware you have with your PC with the console that the game is also on.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I think that's pretty much it. Let me check this one last game here and make sure let me see if it came out this week or not. I think I talked about it last week anyway. Yeah, February 4th. Okay. Anyways, that is pretty much it for Steam this week. We'll be coming back to talk about Steam in just a second here, but that's our kind of segment that we'll do, Ben, is just kind of look at the stuff that's on Steam that week. Anyways, next topic. Trying to think. I think we should head into. I want to save the good stuff for last. Well, since we're already talking about Steam, let's go ahead and do that other thing we're talking about. So, last week we started to talk about the upcoming controversial mass shooter game Hatred. What's that?
I said hatred.
Hatred. So if you guys missed last week, I'm gonna say I'm just let you guys know right now that this is a game that's been all over the news for maybe being known. It may very well be the most violent video game of all time. And I respect this company because I mean the whole free speech thing. And people were asking, are you going to change your game now that it's going to be on Steam? And they were like, nope, we're not changing anything no matter what, which is good. I mean, because I mean, it's not like it's showing that they're not afraid to go all the way with this kind of game. But making this announcement right now, they have officially put Hatred on Steam. If you guys have Steam, you guys look up on the store Hatred. It will be there, and this will be the first ever adult-only rated game on Steam, which is a big moment in Steam history if you think about it, because I think they had Manhunt on for a little while, and then they took it down because it was too bad.
I think it's still on there actually.
I know Manhunt 2 is, or. Yeah, Manhunt 1 is on there. Okay. For some reason I thought I heard that the second one was more violent. Was the first one more violent?
I think so.
I know for the Wii version, like, it just got bad reviews because they like censored everything in that. Like, they censored the crap out of that. Anyways, it's adults only, intense violence, blood and gore, and strong language. Which is pretty interesting also because I forgot to mention this last week as well. This is the first AO-rated game, I believe, to get an AO rating for a game that doesn't have any sexual... for sexual reasons, basically.
Yeah.
Like, usually, if it's an AO game, that would mean there would just be a lot of nudity in the games and just a lot of that kind of graphic material.
Frontal nudity.
What's that?
I said just like full frontal nudity.
Right. Yeah, this is just as intense violence, blood and gore, and strong language. If you guys are really up to it, look up the trailer on YouTube. There's two for the game right now. I will warn you, if you really don't like uber violence, and what I mean by that is it's just crazy violence, don't watch it. Because it really is. It's a disturbing trailer. I mean, because when I first saw it, I was taken by surprise, and then I showed you it, and your reaction was priceless. So I'm going to read the short description they have. I don't think you've read this yet, have you, Ben?
No.
Okay, so here's what it says on Steam here. This game will have achievements, by the way, as well as partial controller support. I wonder what the achievements are. I think we were talking about that at school today.
Yeah, we were.
That was pretty funny. Well, that's another conversation for another day. Okay, so anyways, here's what it says. Hatred fills your whole body. You're sick and tired of humanity's worthless existence. The only thing that matters is your gun and pure Armageddon that you want to unleash. You will go out for a hunt. You will clear the New York outskirts of the humans with a cold blood. You will shoot, you will hurt, you will kill, and you will die. There are no rules, no compassion, no mercy, no point of going back. You are the Lord of life and death now, and you have full control over the lives of worthless human scum. If that doesn't get you afraid already, I don't know what does. You will also run. You will need to think. You will need to hide and fight back when armored forces will come to take you down. You will have no mercy for them because they dare to come in your way. Only brutality and destruction can clear this land. Only the killing spree will make you die spectacularly and go to hell. That's the description for that. Oh yeah, it also says, Hatred is a violent twin-stick shooter in which you take the role of the antagonist fighting against all of humanity. So yeah, they still haven't figured out a name for this guy yet, but and I would show the Steam page, but the screenshots for it are just crazy. Ben, you should really go check them out. They're insane.
Oh, I've seen the screenshots before they had it like originally taken down.
No, the new ones.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, they still have the older ones on there, but there's some new ones as well. Anyways, I'm interested. I'm interested in this only because it got an AO rating because of the violence. I want to see how much this game really like pushes it. Whether that be just a crazy thing to do, I really don't care. But what we are going to do, and I think Ben and Connor and I have talked about this, we're gonna flip and sit down when this game comes out, and we're gonna play it.
What this has.
We're gonna experience the hate that is in this game.
The hatred.
Yeah. Other than that, it's once again, it's gonna be coming out Q2 of this year, whether that be around April, May, or June. The tags for this game is action, gore, isometric, indie, violent, and dark. So there you have it right there. I will say the forums, though, I usually try to read a couple forums for stuff, but people are saying that they're ripping off the Doom logo. I can maybe kind of see that, but I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But I guess I would say that the logo has more texture to it, like the way they've designed the logo, with kind of it just being torn apart with pure hate, I guess. Yeah, the game will just start with him shooting the logo. So Hatred pre-orders are up right now. Anybody who pre-orders will get a Steam key for it starting next week. It is $20 with the game, and I'm not sure if this is still a thing, but they are also doing a shirt release too along with the game. And that was only for a limited time. I ended up winning I ended up getting a shirt. So. Okay, so I guess it is still there. From what I've heard, they only had like 1,500 of these T-shirts. So I'm not quite sure. Anyways, wait, Aliens vs Predator is back on Steam. Wait, was that the? Didn't they get rid of that, or was that the two other ones?
I think it's the two other ones.
Okay. Anyways, so that's pretty much it for that. And you get the soundtrack for pre-ordering. And by the way, I just listened to the soundtrack last night, and it gets me pretty pumped for the game. To be honest, I mean, it's just if you put headphones, it just makes you feel like you're in such just a dark setting. So that's that. I think that's pretty much what we'll talk about for Hatred this week. Hopefully I can get my Steam key into Steam so I can guarantee it to be on Steam. So that's that. Next up, we're going to talk about, since we're still on the topic of video games, and we have the Hitman game. You guys have seen me talk about, you guys have seen me play Hitman Absolution on the live streams last year, and I had a pretty fun time playing it. I still wasn't able to beat it, and I do want to maybe try to beat it this summer if I have time to for that game. But if you guys haven't yet, for those of you who do love that, who do like that game, there is a movie. If you guys haven't heard of that, it's Hitman Agent 47 is a.
I kind of want to go see it.
Inspired by the video game. Trailer just released this week, and yeah, it actually looks really good. I don't know. For some reason, people are not liking the trailer. Mainly, I mean, a lot of people are just like, oh, he didn't shave his head all the way bald. So what? I mean, it's the movie didn't. The trailer didn't say it was based off the video game. And so what if it? I mean, maybe like sometime in the movie, like towards the beginning, maybe he'll be completely bald, but it looks interesting. In fact, and like you just said, I do think we should go see that.
When does it come out?
Awesome. Hitman's awesome. I enjoyed the game from what I played. Apparently, the official release date is August 28th.
Okay.
I'm just IMDbing it really quickly here. So Zachary Quinto plays the main, or maybe wait, no. Okay. Let me see here.
And we are also going to go see the 007 movie.
Yes, yes, indeed. Rupert Friend plays Agent 47, and what else has he been in here? He was in The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. It's the only thing I'm recognizing here. Like, I guess he's just been in a lot of more foreign stuff. He is from England, and so he's going to be Agent 47. So I'm interested in seeing. I don't know a whole lot about him, but I hope he does good in it. Zachary Quinto. Oh, so he's from the Star Trek movies. Okay. Also, an American Horror Story. If anybody watches that. Oh, he was on the 24 video game. Nice. Oh, Oh, wait! I do know this guy. Adam Kaufman from 24. Let me. Alright, I just got to Google image this guy really quickly just to make sure I recognize him. Yep, I sure do. That's cool. He'll be in it. So I'm looking forward to it. Go check out the trailer, guys. Hitman Agent 47 is the name of the movie, so go check out the trailer that just came out this week. And you saw the whole trailer, right, Ben?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking forward to that. Next up, we have, and speaking of live streams, we'll go ahead and talk about this right now. Our co-op Let's Play for Borderlands 2 is finally going to be coming back pretty soon, hopefully. Do you still have Borderlands 2 installed?
I don't have it installed, but I can't get it installed.
Oh, okay. So we should hopefully maybe be able to start that hopefully soon, because I think we're halfway through the game now, I believe.
Yeah.
And I do want to finish it because we've been having a lot of fun on the live streams, even though we were almost in tears on the last chapter, I think it was.
I remember, you know how, like, when we were playing, we always, like, hit the casinos?
What's that?
I was talking to our friend Brandon, and we were talking about how he would also only hit up the casinos and, like, sell a bunch of guns just to do the casinos.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
They were like, yeah, we like casinos.
Your echo is still kind of loud. Did you end up turning it back up or something?
My speaker is, like, really low.
Okay. Weird. Whatever. So anyways, that'll be coming soon. I was thinking summer, but I mean, we could probably start it maybe sooner.
Maybe, like, around springtime.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking was around springtime is I think when we could start working on getting back to that. But that's just a guess, so it's not guaranteed, but we are continuing it soon, just to have you guys know that's guaranteed for sure. So stay tuned for Borderlands 2 live coming, returning soon.
Sometime.
What's that?
I said sometime.
Yeah, sometime. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Okay, so now we're heading into Nintendo. Today has been a great day, or it's been a big day for Nintendo. I'm not sure if people have been... I've heard that there's been a lot of great feedback with the new Nintendo 3DS XL that just came out today. Also the releases of
Majora's Mask 3D.
Majora's Mask 3D and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Which we played the demo for that on a previous episode of Game & Watch 2015. Mm-hmm. Check here. Where is just released games? Oh wait, new releases for okay. So I guess those were just the two that were released today: Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and Majora's Mask 3D. I just came home and I was seeing some Easter eggs that people had found in Majora's Mask 3D. So apparently, in one of the shops, there is a hidden Rob that you can find at one of the shops. So it's a little Rob robot that you could. And there's also a couple of the Nintendo references that are from stuff like Rusty's Real Deal Baseball that I actually got. So other than that. that's it for that. Majora's Mask is out on the 3DS. But here's the thing about it. I would get it, but if you think about it, you're only really paying. I mean, you're paying $40 for a game that you could get on Wii, on the regular Wii Virtual Console still for $10.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know, and I'm pretty sure that this is true, but they probably have a lot of new stuff added, which is what I think they did with Ocarina of Time 3D as well. So I don't know. I mean, I have it on GameCube already, so I don't really need to get it. So, but that's pretty much it for Majora's Mask 3D. Did you end up beating Majora's Mask, or has Ocarina of Time been the only Zelda game that you've beaten?
Ocarina of Time is the only Legend of Zelda I've beaten. I've come close to beating Wind Waker.
Okay. Did you ever get close with Majora's Mask at all, or did you just only try it out?
I got pretty far.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I was close, but I got far.
Yeah. So I do want to just have us talk about just some of the new features. We have the face tracking 3D. So Ben, if you remember, when we had a game on 3D, and we would at one instance turn the system like the other way, or like turn it to the side, and then it would look really distorted and stuff. And you were like saying, "Oh my gosh, I have to like stand still. I have to like keep my face like direct to the screen if I want to see the 3D."
Yeah.
But that's not an issue anymore, which is actually pretty cool. It is face tracking 3D that it has just added.
Nice.
So it uses the inner cameras to adjust the images based on your viewing angle, so you can enjoy the games in 3D while still moving it around a little bit.
Cool.
Which is a really nice feature, yeah. And then we've got some new buttons. We have 3 new buttons. We have the C stick, which I guess is considered just a regular stick, but it is basically what it is basically just an alternate C stick that can be used with upcoming games that will be coming up, and I'm assuming that you can use it for an alternative control for other games. But there's also a ZL and ZR button on the back, which I guess is going to be maybe used for more first-person shooters that they're thinking of, maybe. I know they just finished releasing fully Moon Chronicles, which was that first-person shooter game I told you about, and it's the first 3DS first-person shooter, and I enjoyed the first episode quite a bit. So I'll probably do a Let's Play of that pretty soon on the channel. And you've heard of amiibos before, right? The little the figures you can put on the Wii U.
Yeah.
So those are now being used for the new 3DS XL. So basically, I think you just put it on the lower touch screen, and you can use amiibos. I still don't like amiibos at all, and you guys can sound off in the comments your hate towards me for amiibos. Come at me, because I just don't see the point of amiibos at all, because I'm going to bring up this argument again. If you were to play a game like Super Smash Bros. and Ben had a Wii U as well, and he had amiibos, and he brought it over, because with the amiibos for Smash Bros. You can like train them, and you can like use them with you, like you can use the amiibos with you to fight against the other players. But the thing is, you keep leveling up your player until it gets to like level 50 or something like that, and then you bring your amiibo over, and just like, hey Zach, let's go ahead and battle. I got my amiibo ready to go, and then we play a battle, and your amiibo ends up doing so much better than you are doing currently, because it's being used towards your advantage. The point I'm getting at is, not everybody would own an amiibo. So if you were to have somebody bring over an amiibo and just be like, no, I'm just going to be like, no, I'm not going to play with you if you're going to use your amiibo. I want to have you and I face actual humans face together and see who really is the true badass of Brawl.
Yeah.
So
I can see your point.
Yeah, and I think it's another one of those Nintendo ways to spend money for Nintendo, I guess you could call it. I don't know. But anyways, you get my point. What really interests me about this is not only is the face tracking 3D really interesting, but the CPU performance has been improved quite a bit. Actually, I've been seeing some before and after stuff. There is faster loading times, especially when you're trying to get. Because I remember, well, and I think that's usually right now. It could take up to a whole minute just to load up MIIVERSE on 3DS, and I was just watching a comparison video, and it really only takes about 10 seconds to load on the new 3DS XL, which is pretty cool. And same goes with Smash Bros. Too. Smash Bros. On 3DS takes quite a bit of time to boot up, and it also takes some time to shut down as well. Like I think every time you finish playing Super Smash Bros. On 3DS, the system will actually restart. Because it's such a big game, I guess you could say. But I don't know. It's just a nice little feature to be able to have that increase more. So let's see. It says you can still play all Nintendo 3DS games and all the games from previous systems such as DS and DSi. And there will be some future titles exclusively for the new Nintendo 3DS XL, including, have you heard of the Xenoblade Chronicles?
No.
So that was a popular Wii game, and it's still really expensive. It's basically this massive open-world RPG, and so they're bringing it to the 3DS, exclusive to the new 3DS XL. Easier to share pictures, better browsing on the internet. What I've heard also is, you know how you would have to download the YouTube app to watch YouTube videos?
Yeah.
And if you tried to get on YouTube with just using the regular internet browser, it would just say, "Oh, you need to have Adobe Flash Player installed."
Yeah.
What I've heard, and Paul was telling me about posting a status on Facebook about this earlier, he was saying that you can watch YouTube on just the regular internet browser. Which is kind of interesting because the quality for the YouTube app is not very good.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's a lot better now, whether it just be the app or just watching it on the regular browser.
Yeah.
So basically what it says here is the new and improved internet browser lets you watch videos and surf the web with ease. You can even use the ZL and ZR buttons to switch tabs or zoom in with the C stick. So improved camera. I guess that's pretty nice as well. When you take photos in low light situations, you can enjoy better results. And this is what I've heard as well, and I think you may have heard of this. The transfer, the system transfer.
Mm-hmm.
This has been on Polygon and a couple other gaming sites this week. So the transfer, so if you want to transfer your old 3DS data from your 3DS XL, your new 3DS XL, I should say. Let me actually look up the steps again. I've heard it's really complicated in a way. All I heard was it was something with a screwdriver. Okay, let's see. So you set up your new 3DS XL, but you don't create a Nintendo Network ID. You select System Transfer from your 3DS, transfer from a system in the 3DS family. And it will ask you for like SD cards and stuff. Because the new 3DS XL comes with a 4 GB micro SD card. Okay, here it is. On the old 3DS, you should see transfer complete. On the new 3DS, you should see the system will now restart to complete the transfer. Hit OK on both. Turn both systems off. This is where it gets pretty funny. Take the SD card out of the old 3DS. Take the micro SD card out of the new 3DS by using your trusty screwdriver to take off the back panel. To remove the micro SD card, you will need a number 0 Phillips screwdriver to remove the back panel. Put the SD card in your computer and copy the Nintendo 3DS folder to your desktop. Put the micro SD card in your computer and copy that same folder to the new card. And then you put that freshly filled micro SD card back into your new 3DS and then screw the back panel on.
Oh, jeez.
Seriously. It's unbelievably complicated because I wish they could have it so it's like the Wii transfer with Wii U.
Yeah.
Because I've heard that's pretty simple too. Like I think that's like they still involve using removing the SD cards and everything, but this just seems so complicated.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'll have something that will fix that, or an alternate way, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, you get a stylus, you get a 4 GB micro SD card, 6 AR cards, and built-in software, so you can play right away. I'm not sure what you get with that. Let's see. Offers online play still play your old games. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Can I transfer my game data? Yes, it's easy to bring your game data with you from your old system when you upgrade to the new 3DS XL. You can transfer everything at once or choose specific files. Where is the... Yep, it still says the screwdriver thing. That's hilarious. Anyways. That's the 3DS the new 3DS XL that just came out today. So if you guys are getting that, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you guys think of it so far. If you guys are having a good time with it, and if you got Majora's Mask, I'm sure that's a good one to get because I know that's going to be definitely one of the more popular 3DS games of the year. Keep staying on the topic of Nintendo. I'm not sure if Ben has heard of this, but Club Nintendo is shutting down.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Very soon. Let me actually see here. So I'm going to read the information it says here. Dear Club Nintendo members, thank you for your continued loyalty to Nintendo. We launched Club Nintendo 6 years ago in North America, and we're grateful for all of the feedback that our members have provided on your experiences with our products. In order to focus on planning for a new customer loyalty program for our fans, so they are kind of revamping it to a new program. Let's see. All coins will be deleted when Club Nintendo accounts are closed on July 1st, 2015. We'll add dozens of downloadable games and a limited quantity of exclusive reward items to the rewards catalog in February. All Club Nintendo members will receive a free download code for Flipnote Studio 3D, which I have gotten this past week. They finally released it. Ben, I do want to mention to you, I know I haven't talked to you much about Flipnote Studio 3D, but they have delayed Flipnote Studio 3D since summer of 2013.
Wow.
And if you open up, and I open up Flipnote Studio 3D, and the copyright at the bottom still says 2013.
Wow.
They didn't even bother to fix that at all, or just even like, they're even still saying that like, yep, we were late on it. Just take our 1.5-year-old Japanese exclusive program.
Wow.
Anyways. After the 20th of January, products released after this date are not eligible for registration with Club Nintendo. March 31st is the last day to earn coins, and June 30th is the last day to redeem coins. So, kind of sad to see that go, but I'm interested to also see what is going to be replacing that spot.
Yeah.
So, and to also mention, I'm not sure if I told you this as well, Ben, but I think it was about a month ago, I got a code from one of our good YouTube buddies. I'm not going to say his name again because we're on the air, and I don't want anybody to annoy him, I guess, with just like, oh, can I have a code too?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to mention his name. So he gave me a code for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U to enter in Club Nintendo. So now I am eligible.
You have Mewtwo.
Yeah. So now I am eligible to get Mewtwo on my 3DS version.
Nice.
Which will be available this spring, and I'm really excited to play as Mewtwo because
I feel like I want to get a 3DS just so I can play Smash Bros.
What's that?
I feel like I want to get a 3DS just so I can play Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure the price for 3DSs will probably go down once these things, the new 3DS XL, start going into the market. Because I mean, you can still play Smash Bros. On the regular 3DS. So. Right now they're standing at about $110 if you want to just get a. Well, let's see. Actually, take that back.
I want to get that Legend of Zelda 3DS.
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to get a regular one, the red one's about 110. I'm just looking on Amazon here. 3DS Cosmo Black is about 103. So they're fairly cheap. I have the Aqua Blue one. Let's see. I just want to see how much they're asking for 3DSs. Because I know the new 3DS XL is $200, which is actually not too bad of a deal. But let's see here. Nintendo 3DS. And it's bringing up Amiibos for the first. Jesus, oh my God. The first thing that pops up is Amiibos.
Alright, I'm gonna look up how much 3DS is.
Yeah. I'm trying to see on here on GameStop website how much they are.
I'm gonna check both GameStop and Amazon.
So a refurbished one is $140 at GameStop, so you're paying more for that. But I think Amazon would be the way to go, or maybe even eBay if you use eBay ever. Are you just maybe thinking just to get a regular 3DS, but not like just a more expensive XL, I guess?
I'm probably just not gonna get an XL.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, no, it's really not that big of a deal. There is a flame red one that is on eBay for $80. That is.
I would like also the 3DS XL NES edition.
Yeah, that looks pretty nice too. But then again, what you could also do is, I think they might have like skids you can put on the 3DS as well. Let me see. So that's for 3DS XL. Yeah, they just have a bunch of different ones you can do. Like there's one for Super Mario Bros. So I don't know. Feel free to check that out. So anyways, Club Nintendo is closing, and Flipnote Studio 3D is out. So if you are a Club Nintendo member and you have a 3DS, go get Flipnote Studio 3D because it's only 60 blocks on the SD card, which is very, very, very low. Now I know, Ben, you're looking at 3DS prices right now, but I would like to direct your attention back to Google Plus because I'm about to share some images here. Let me plug in my camera here really quickly. Because I'm about to show you the pictures I took at Alcatraz.
Cool.
Let me plug in. Oh gosh, my camera almost fell over. Wouldn't want that to happen. Yeah, if you just want a 3DS for Smash Bros., I just recommend just getting the regular 3DS.
Yeah.
Because that's pretty much the way to go. Okay. I remember I got mine for around 80, I think.
For what?
I think I got mine for around 80.
Mm.
Okay, let me see here. Okay, I think I've found it. Let me go right to the beginning of the... Okay. These are small pictures because they were taken on my regular video camera that we use to film Wednesdays. But either way, here it is. Can you see it?
There's Alcatraz.
Yep. So if you guys didn't know yet, I went to San Francisco a couple weeks ago. It was actually it was 2 weeks ago, and one of the places we went to was a place that I really wanted to visit for quite a while, and that is the legendary prison Alcatraz. So this is you obviously have to take a boat out there, and so I'm just gonna kind of skim through these pretty quickly here. So this was just this is a walkway that we have to take to walk our way up to the prison, because the dock didn't really count as the prison because we weren't like actually on the ground of the prison. So they got this kind of graffiti ready everywhere. This tower had the thing that says "Peace and Freedom, Welcome, home of the free Indian land." So I don't really know the whole story behind that, but it's definitely something to look into. This is a cool little quote that was right at the entrance. Break the rules and you go to prison. Break the prison rules and you go to Alcatraz. This was the showers. They had these cool audio tour guides. This is where you would pick these up, and the audio tour guides were so cool because it really made you feel like you were actually there during that time. As like a guard or something that was working at Alcatraz. So here's just some of the shots of the cells. I just kind of took a lot of drive-by pictures, I guess you could call it. There was a lot of signs that showed a couple inmates and stuff, and correctional officers. I mean, just think about living in this small of a cell for basically the rest of your life. God, that Othersiders episode was so funny. If you guys didn't watch the old Cartoon Network show The Othersiders, it's the funniest thing ever. They went to Alcatraz, and oh my gosh, Jackie freaked out over Al Capone's banjo thing.
Yeah.
This is one of the cells that we could actually go inside to, and it felt like really. What's the right word? Starts with a C. Wow, why can't I think of it? Claustrophobic. Felt really claustrophobic in there. Because the walls are just really tight, like kind of.
Yeah.
Going in even more. So here's some shots of here's the Birdman, Robert Stroud, and Al Capone screenshots, as well as a couple others. And here was solitary confinement. And for this part of the audio tour guide, they literally had it so they told you to close your eyes, and then they played these sound effects, and it gave you such a dark feeling of just all the stuff that happened there. The prison library, just all this other stuff. Here's the gun gallery. And you do remember the story where the guy jumped up to the gun gallery, and they had to have two guards kind of corner him and take him back to his cell.
Yeah.
Because he tried to escape. And then they had these marks on the floors too. These were from explosions that were set off. So those still remain there. They had some of the people would paint in their cells as well. Here were some of the nicer cells. Visitation. Here's the control room. Here's what a regular officer's uniform would look like. And one of the buildings one of the remains of one of the older buildings out there. Little model of the island itself. Just some warden pictures there. giant tower that's right outside. This is a view from San Francisco from Alcatraz. So this is one of my favorite pictures that I took on the trip.
Yeah, that's a nice picture.
Yeah. So more of the control room stuff. Oh, that's a bad picture. I gotta get rid of this one. That's pretty cool. Prison communication stuff. And I just ended up taking just so many pictures. Oh yes, and they had this kind of showing off. So what some prisoners would do is they would stuff their beds with pillows. So when the guards walked by, it would make it seem like they were sleeping in there, when really
yeah,
they
I've
were.
heard this story before.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool seeing that kind of re-simulated. And then here's the dining hall. This was probably the most dangerous place in the jail because there were many, many fights that went down in the prison, or in the dining hall, that is, because they had access to forks and knives.
Yep.
Crazy inmates having access to forks and knives. I mean, you can't get more dangerous than that for than a room like that. So what's cool is right at the end of the tour, I got this guy's book. It was Alcatraz number 1259. It was written by this guy, William Baker, and he happened to be there on the day we were there. He is one of the he's one of the only 2 inmates of Alcatraz that is still alive to this day.
Wow.
Which was really cool. So this is me meeting him. Got a picture with him too. He was a very interesting person to talk to. Yeah, I got his book signed by him himself. So definitely kind of a very cool souvenir to have, and especially a book that I am looking forward to reading. And then this is just kind of our wrap of Alcatraz. This is right outside the yard. You cannot believe how windy it is down here. This is just the main yard area, and since you're like right out in the middle of the ocean, it is like super windy and cold, and so here's kind of a better view of it there.
Yeah.
And then we met Michael Rooker from Guardians of the Galaxy, and he was also Merle from The Walking Dead, and he was also in some of the Call of Duty games. So it was cool meeting him. I had already told my story about that, I think, on the last podcast, and I had already told you the story as well.
What?
Was that?
What story?
Of how we met him.
Oh, okay.
You want me to repeat it?
No, I remember now.
Okay. If you guys want to hear the story, because I'm being an idiot and I'd never told it, I'll tell about it in the next episode. Oh yeah, we drove by the Twitter headquarters. Okay. That is it for that. So yeah, definitely a very, very cool place to visit, and I was so happy that I was able to go to that. So that was our cool little trip to Alcatraz. I'll probably show some more San Francisco pictures soon as the weeks go by. So now we've got two more topics to talk about. I don't think that we're going to be able to stretch this out for the rest of this half hour here, but and actually I do have you know what? I actually do have another topic to talk about before we get to those two more things. Another movie that came out today. Perfect time for Valentine's Day. You decide to make a movie off the famous book 50 Shades of
Grey.
Poop. 50 Shades of Poop. Otherwise known as 50 Shades of Grey. It has gotten bad reviews, and I'm not surprised to.
I've never even read 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, I'm not even close to interested in reading it because basically if you want porn in a book, just read that book.
Fine. I'm not going to say it out loud, but I'm going to read a passage.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it out loud.
Oh. Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying it out loud.
Okay. Because I know back in middle school there were some of our friends that were reading it and they were like, "Oh my gosh, look at this!" And I mean, I saw some of those and they were some of that stuff was really weird too.
Well.
Yeah. Is it weird?
It's a bit weird.
Anyways, overhyped.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm done. I don't think I'll be referring back to that book anymore.
Oh, that's another conversation for another hour. But yeah, I'm not surprised to get bad reviews. This is such an overhyped movie, and I watched the trailer and everything, and sure, it looked very well made, but I did not even think the story was going to be great whatsoever.
It was just like a well-made porno.
Yeah, pretty much. And I even heard like the sexual stuff is not even that bad. I mean, it like doesn't even come close to what the book says.
Yeah.
Which I guess is just, I don't know. It's not disappointing. It's just kind of strange. It just seems like another romance movie.
Yeah.
Why would you put 50 Shades of Grey in the title? I mean, I know it's the same characters, but... Or at least I think it's the same characters. Oh my god. Somebody just posted on Facebook, 50 Shades of Grey is a porno, isn't it? Oh, that's awesome. Funny. That's hilarious. I'm gonna like that. That's amazing.
Yeah, Zach, I'll make it to your house later today. I'll tell you about one of the passages I read.
I don't look forward to it.
You shouldn't.
Yeah. Anyways, but if you guys are going to go take your date, if you have a date to the movies tomorrow, you're going to go see 50 Shades of Grey, because you probably shouldn't. You probably should go see maybe Kingsman: The Secret Service, because that movie looks badass.
Go see a badass movie with your
Go see a badass movie with your girlfriend, not 50 Shades of Poop.
Yeah, go see an action movie with your girlfriend / boyfriend, not a porno.
Wait a second here. I don't even have you added to my circles. That's weird.
That's weird.
Okay. That might be why I'm not seeing your profile picture.
I don't know, maybe.
Whatever. But seriously, guys, I wouldn't waste my time with it. Maybe I'll watch it when it if it gets put on Netflix or something, or if we rent it at some point. I will watch it at some point just to see what it's like, I guess. But
it's like you watch it and it's actually like a good movie.
Yeah. From these reviews, that's what I've been seeing. So, what? No, 50 Shades of Grey was not the only movie that came out today. You've got to be kidding me. On Wikipedia. Why is there a controversy over the movie release?
Over what?
The movie release of 50 Shades of Grey. It would be a big hit in the box office, but while many women and couples are rushing to see this erotic film on the big screen, some organizations want to make sure folks understand the difference between fantasy and reality. The story's violent sex scenes involving bondage has organizations like Safe Shelter reminding folks that in real life a controlling person like Christian Grey who wants a submissive partner can be the sign of an abusive relationship. Alright, I guess I can see how that can be controversial. But seriously, guys, Kingsman: The Secret Service I've heard is absolutely amazing from early reviews that I've seen of it. So go watch that. I'm actually wanting to see that as well. Also, Ben, 50 Shades of Grey is 2 hours long.
Jeez.
And the first 50 minutes are like...
Just them talking.
Are just them talking from what I've read.
Just like, what's up?
Yeah.
For about, like, 50 minutes.
You know, I've been watching you, and I feel like it's like Edward Cullen from Twilight. I've been watching you sleep. You're kind of giving me a weird vibe.
Speaking of long movies, Gandhi.
Oh, man! Holy crap, thank you for bringing that up. Oh, my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to present you one of the biggest, excuse my language, shit stains of a movie that we've watched today, or this week, I should say. And that is Gandhi.
Don't get us wrong, the story of Gandhi is great.
Yes, and I was just about to say that too. The story of Gandhi is amazing. It's amazing how he was able to do all these things in his life. This is a movie that came out in 1982. I'm just IMDbing it now. He's played by Ben Kingsley, which is a very well-known actor, and you guys have seen him a lot. You've seen him from. Let's see. Yeah, he's in the latest Anthony Museum movie. He's in a lot of stuff. He's in I think it's like the Nationwide commercials. You've seen him before. But oh my God.
Yeah.
191 minutes. That, ladies and gentlemen, is about the length, I think, of Avatar.
3 hours long.
It's longer than Avatar!
Wow.
Avatar's only 2 hours and 58 minutes.
I mean, Avatar was a good movie, though.
Avatar was great. And I mean, yeah, the 3 hours did go by fast for me when I watched it, because it's an amazing movie. But, God, man, you cannot. There was so many. Okay, I was counting at least 50 scenes in that movie where you could. Those scenes were not necessary to be in that movie.
In Gandhi?
Yes. The talking went on so long.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember that one scene? I think there was one scene in the movie where they were talking for a straight 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, just between, like, a group of people. I think it was, like, 3 or 4 people, but you get what I'm saying. It's... Okay. Like we've said, like we've just mentioned, the story is amazing. The story of Gandhi is amazing. Like, if you were to read, like, an actual reading of it, it's just not good when you put it with a movie.
Yeah.
Because there's so much there's so much with Gandhi. And you try to fit it all into 3 hours. And even then, that was the time when there were movies in the 80s. There was not a whole lot of movies in the 80s that were 3 hours long.
Yeah.
If you think about it. And what we noticed, Ben and I have the same studies class, so we both watched the movie at the same time. And they had an intermission for the movie where people would actually get out of the theater, take a break, come back, and watch the second half of the movie.
Yeah.
Do you have the paper?
Anyways.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, that was an incredibly long movie.
Yeah, incredibly long. On Wednesday, I could see literally at least, and I know you weren't there, there was at least 5 people who closed their eyes.
Yeah.
And I was like, were you, I mean, I bet you even too. I mean, like, your eyes started to close a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying so hard not to fall asleep, and maybe I was like, I had my eyes closed for a good minute or so when I did close my eyes.
Yeah.
But Shimmy got mad at a couple people because they were sleeping. I mean, it is kind of rude to sleep to actually fall right asleep during in the classroom. But
Yeah.
with a movie like that, I mean, I think it would have been much better if we were to spread that movie out over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, let's watch maybe a half hour or 40 minutes of it a class and not have the whole class, the whole 90-minute period dedicated to watching 90 minutes of lots of talking like that.
Yeah, it was insane.
It was insane. But either way, guys, I know it won a lot of awards, and I do respect them for getting awards for a movie like that. But it was just way too long.
I had health last semester, and just today we finished that Bang Bang You're Dead movie.
Oh man, yes, that's another thing I was going to mention too. You guys and you guys just finished watching that. Holy crap, man!
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts?
It's pretty depressing.
It is depressing, and I even heard some people. Was anybody sniffling in your class?
No, everybody was just kind of down.
Yeah, I heard a couple people sniffling in my class. I mean, it's a very dark story.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not based on a true story, right?
No.
No, that's what I thought.
It's based on an actual play, though.
Yeah, the play is Bang Bang. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
the play is Bang Bang You're Dead. So basically, the story of this, guys, is this kid. I can't even remember his name, but
it was like Trevor.
Trevor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that does. Yeah, I think that does ring a bell to me. So basically, he had threatened. I think he was involved in a bomb threatening at his school. So he ended up getting like suspended. And he comes back, and these people are treating him so horribly. And
it's like they're treating him bad, and so then he goes up to a group of people that's also being treated bad, but they want to shoot up the school.
Right. And he just gets involved with a lot of these bad people. And people look at him still like he's a terrorist.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where I'm trying not to spoil the movie because it is a very interesting movie to watch. But anyways, basically, it's a very dark movie, and it definitely left me depressed for the whole day after I watched it.
Yeah.
Because I think I even told you. I told you how depressing the ending of that was. Anyways, that's that. That was like my favorite part of Health, was watching that movie because it was a good movie. Because it was such an intriguing story.
Yeah.
So go check it out, guys. It's a little bit of an older movie. I'm not sure what year it is. Let me actually look up really quickly what that year is for the movie. It is 2002. It's just an hour and a half long, and Tom Cavanaugh is in it. He's one of my favorite casual actors, I guess you could say. He's been in a lot of the ABC Family corny holiday movies, so he's quite entertaining to watch. So, other than that, that's gonna. Oh my God, that was a big echo that just happened there. We have two more things to announce. Two things to announce, I should say, that we're going to be talking about here. First off, I think we'll save that for last. So, as I've mentioned a couple times, we are having a special video coming this month. We had a special video coming this month where we're interviewing someone about a certain game that Ben and I do play. And it has gotten to the point where I have I just messaged the guy last night, and he is going to be joining us for a special episode of the Friday show dedicated to just talking to him about the game. and we
Yeah.
are so honored to have him join us.
We really can't wait to do this.
Yeah, Ben and I have grown to love the game so much. It's one of our favorite games of last year. I mean, technically, it could be our favorite this year because it's not even fully released yet.
Yeah.
But it is on Steam. That's all we will say, and it is one of the more popular games on Steam. So he's going to be joining us in 2 weeks for a special Friday show episode with me, Ben, and the developer of the game himself. And so that's going to be in 2 weeks on Friday the 27th, which is right at the end of the month. And we are looking forward to it tremendously. And it's definitely going to be one of the best hour and a half of YouTube that we'll ever have. So I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you guys are too. And feel free to take some guesses on what game you guys think the developer we're going to be interviewing for is going to be.
Yeah.
And last but not least, one of the biggest things you guys have been waiting for is the return of Spin for a Million. Spin for a Million is coming back this month. And I'm glad to say that I am confirming on that because I have gotten Larry 2009, our old intro maker for the older seasons of Spin for a Million. He's made us a new intro, which I will be showing to Ben later. And thanks to that, now that we have that, and I have pretty much the wheel itself set up, I am now proud to say that the all-new Spin for a Million will premiere next Saturday, February 21st. So with that, tomorrow I will be releasing a special Valentine's Day episode of Game & Watch 2015, as well as this weekend I'll be starting to upload my Let's Play for Deadpool on the PC, which you guys are going to enjoy a lot. Tomorrow I'll be making a video for people to sign up for the show. And everybody, and I'll have more details into that in tomorrow's big update about that. And we will have it so people can just join in. You can easily just join in the comments and say if you want to be part of the show and you want to have a chance to play. Because I feel like I don't want to just have people ask me to be contestants. I want to give everybody a chance, and I think Lucky Chance is better for that. So, and I think Larry 4009 will be joining us for the first episode as well, since he helped make half of this possible, and you guys did. I mean, you guys did a lot of it too, especially signing that petition. We had a long, great journey on that petition last year, and we were. I remember calling Ben and just being like, "Oh my gosh, Ben, the petition hit 100 people."
Yeah.
So that was a very exciting moment, and I'm glad I'm able to bring back a show that you guys love so much. And Ben and I go way back with Spin for a Million, especially. It was basically around the time that we met that we did that, and I think. It was like the first time I had you over to my house was when we recorded an older episode of Spin.
Yeah.
And then you did your own version, which was Spin for 2 Million.
Yeah.
And that went on for a while on your older Mr. Was that Mr. Sabotage 100?
Yeah.
So anyways, really excited to bring the show back, and maybe I'll have Ben co-host the show with me as well, and he can get involved in maybe some of the games for the game show, and maybe I'll have you on an episode in one of the later months. Benio, that's a new one.
Benio.
But anyways, guys, I hope you guys are looking forward to it. The premiere of the all-new Spin for a Million will be next Saturday, once again, the 21st. Mark your calendars, because it's going to be awesome. And there'll be a new episode every month. And I'm going to try to make them maybe 20 minutes long, maybe 30 minutes. I'm not sure how long I want to make them. I'm still trying to think of concepts for what I want to do for it, and I have a week to do it. And I'm not sure how much time I will have because second semester just started for Ben and I, and we have already been getting a lot of assignments thrown at us.
Yeah.
Especially for lit, we're reading the Kite Runner right now, and assignments like that take some time, and as well as math and the endless amounts of notes and studies. But I'm going to do my very best to make sure that signing that petition was well worth it. I'm going to try to make it as best as I possibly can. The wheel will be digital. It'll be one that I made off the Wheel Decide website. It's going to be pretty simple, but I'm not going to have any big prizes like 1 billion or 1 trillion like I did when the show ended, because that is just unbelievably unrealistic. I know it's a fictional game show, and it's just for fun, but I just want to have it be very simple. Like I want to have it be what the show is called, is Spin for $1 million, and not Spin for a gazillion dollars.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys are looking forward to it. If you guys are, let me know in the comments below, and stay tuned tomorrow for basically, and I'll probably have a sign-up video on right after. And I think what I'll do is I'll have people sign up in the comments below the latest episodes, and then I'll have them signed up. And I will make rules to say that once you are a contestant on it, you can no longer be one unless we run out of people, which I really doubt is going to happen. I'm not sure how many people we're going to have per episode, but I think what I'll do is I'll probably have a lot of people sign up, and then we'll have maybe 3 lucky people come up to spin the wheel, and we'll just have it pay it out like that. It'll just be a really simple show, which is what I always wanted the Spin for $1 million to be. We won't do anything like roll, and we'll basically just be doing. I'll probably be making another wheel containing those usernames, and we'll be deciding who plays through that, because I think that'll be a lot easier. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it, because I am looking forward to it tremendously. And with that, I think that is pretty much it for this week. We've gone through a lot of topics tonight.
Yeah.
And I was glad to have Ben join us this week for the first time, and I think we're going to try our very best to have you on every week now.
Yeah.
I think this is just going to be kind of our main post show. We're intending to end this at 6 o'clock. We want to have this be a good, decent length podcast for you guys. Other than that, stay tuned for our special Valentine's Day episode of Game & Watch 2015 tomorrow. It's for a game that you guys are going to love seeing me play, because it is quite hysterical, and it's the perfect game to play for a day like Valentine's Day. And once again, if you're going to see a movie this weekend, take your lady or your whoever you're going with to not see 50 Shades of Grey. Because if you think about it too, and this is going with theaters overall, tickets are getting expensive now.
Yeah.
I think our local theater is taking almost $10 for each person now.
Jeez.
Unless it's like matinee stuff. So I'm just looking at Fandango right now to see what's out right now. Kingsman: The Secret Service, go see that. It's rated R, but I think you'll have a good time with it. Jupiter Ascending, that's a PG-13 movie you guys can go see. I've heard it's not too great. Another children movie, SpongeBob, Sponge Out of Water. I kind of want to still see it. Because I've heard that it brings back what the great humor that SpongeBob used to be, which I miss tremendously.
Yeah.
I remember. I just remember. I think it was maybe after season 5 or 6 that it just lost it for me. Nothing can beat the older episodes. I still laugh and cry at how funny it is. I think it was just a couple weeks ago. I was watching an older episode. It was one of my favorite ones, the snowball one.
Oh yeah.
Where they had the big snow fight, and every time Patrick throws a snowball into Squidward's fireplace, it just gets me bawling and laughing out loud so hard.
My favorite one is the Krusty Krab employee training video.
Oh, that's great too. Yeah, I mean we could probably, and we should probably have a whole segment on the Friday show about SpongeBob and just say how great it is.
Stay tuned. It's
that will be
159 where
Yeah.
we talk about
SpongeBob. I'm gonna put that in my.
SpongeBob for about an hour and a half.
This is kind of the cool thing too, because I'm already starting to prepare for next week's show. All right, so there we go. SpongeBob. We'll have a whole SpongeBob talk next week. That's for one of our segments. Let's see what else is in theaters. We have Paddington. I've heard that's pretty good. I mean, it's a family. I mean, if you're going to see a movie with your family tomorrow, I mean, go to see Paddington and SpongeBob. Oh wow, Into the Woods is still in theaters. If you guys haven't seen, yeah, go see Into the Woods tomorrow if you haven't seen that, because that is a magical movie that I'm proud to have seen. And with that, I think that's pretty much it. We've got Hot Tub Time Machine 2 coming out soon.
I saw the first one.
Did you like it?
Yeah, as I remembered. Yeah.
I
I haven't watched it since the first time I watched it.
Yeah. So that's going to be coming out next week, along with McFarland USA. It's another Disney movie. Oh, The Duff. That's going to be such a bad movie. I've seen promos for that everywhere. Oh, man. That's just going to be a train wreck. And we'll talk about upcoming movies in a future segment as well. But either way, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Have a great Valentine's Day tomorrow. And stay tuned for lots of great videos coming this weekend, including the sign-up for the first episode of the all-new Spin for a Million, which will be, once again, premiering next week on the 21st of February, so next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. Other than that, I got to go party to go host. We Ben and I and a couple other friends, we're having a dance party tonight. We're getting down Michael Jackson style. We might.
It sounded like you almost said Michael Jordan.
What's that?
It sounded like you almost just said Michael Jordan from this end.
Sweet.
Jordan dance party.
Michael Jordan with Michael Jackson the Experience Dance Party with special guest Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny. Wait a second.
We're going Space Jam up in
Space
there.
Jam. Didn't they? Wait. I think there's been a rumor for a second one.
I hope so.
It's happening. Oh man. Okay, good. That's what it says on here. That was a recent report. Potential star is LeBron James. Oh my God, it's gonna be freaking hilarious. Anyways, we'll talk about that soon as well. There's so many things to talk about. Oh my God. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Friday show, episode 2. We appreciate you guys watching our podcast today. Please take the time, if you haven't yet, to click the links right below this video here, and also basically the annotations in this video of our channels. What I'm doing, Ben, is I have in the two corners I have an annotation to subscribe to me and one to subscribe to you, so that way they know who's talking right now and who to go subscribe to.
Yep.
So stay tuned for some awesome videos. I think Ben's got some more, maybe League of Legends stuff. What is there anything else that's coming up?
Probably Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike, yeah, all right. Ben only has 14 subscribers on his new channel, and he deserves more. So I'm advertising your channel now, as if I didn't already on Facebook.
Okay.
But yeah, go subscribe to Ben. Go subscribe to me. It would help out a lot. And also, once again, let us know in the comments below any topics you guys want us to talk about in a future episode of the Friday Show. It'll probably be even next week that we'll talk about it. And once again, leave any requests and any questions you guys want to ask us. Once again, this could be anything like my old Q&A show, Ask the Zachman 18, except you would be asking both me and Ben. So leave some questions for us, and we will be glad to answer them for you for the next episode. So other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys, once again, have a great Valentine's Day tomorrow. Stay tuned for the special Valentine's Game & Watch episode coming tomorrow. Hope everybody had a lucky Friday the 13th today as much as we did. And thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm Zachman18.
I'm Being the Machine.
And we will see you guys next week for an all-new episode of the Friday Show. But otherwise from that, stay tuned for new episodes of all of our new shows next week, as well as a new We Wednesdays with me and Ben. Like you guys have already known that already. And have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys next Friday, and I will see you guys tomorrow for our Valentine's Day video, as well as the sign up for Spin for Millions. So thanks for watching, everybody, and Ben, sign us off.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.